Welcome back to another brick for brick set review, guys. This is set 75181, Y-Wing Starfighter. Just so happens to be another UCS set, and this is the Y-Wing from episode 4, A New Hope, where they go and bomb the Death Star. You'll see there's a few references to some quotes and stuff on the inside of the box. But if you're here strictly just to see it built and then shown off, you can skip to 6:30. But if you want to see the whole video, then obviously stick around. Glad to have you. So right here on the back, it's just showing off a few little play features in these small pictures. Coming up to the inside of the box, it comes with a mini box inside the box, and you've got the underside of the Y-Wing there on the front. I bought it secondhand, obviously, and he left me all the extra pieces, which is awesome, and the sticker sheet that you just saw there. We're just gonna go through the front of the manual. I know sometimes people who are doing reviews don't show fully what's in the front of the manual, and maybe the people that don't want to buy the set, you can check it out. So you got time to pause. I'm not gonna spend too much time showing it. You can see there the astromech droid and the Y-Wing pilot. You can see the bags lined out describing what portion you're going to be building. Okay, now here I was trying to show you the difference in coloration between the pieces. Obviously the one on the left, you can sort of see it. The one on the left is a piece that was in the sun for probably years, and then the one on the right was one that's on the underside of it, so not exposed to any of the sun. I'm doing the hydrogen peroxide bath in the sun, and I used 2 bottles. You can reuse it, so doesn't go through that much, but the flash in the other video was a little too much, so you couldn't see how drastic the discoloration was. So you can see now it did help so much. It really did work. But I advise you guys to do it for 10 hours, 12 hours, a full day, and you really want to make sure that the discolored side is up, because I know a lot of these, the discolored side is down. I had them out there for 6 hours and it still worked. So also recommend doing the light gray pieces too, because you're gonna see when I build it later, the light gray pieces are very noticeable to when they're discolored, when they're beside other light gray pieces that aren't, or even just the dark gray pieces. You can spot it immediately. And then I'm just washing all of them. I got this salad spinner here, makes drying all of them 10 times faster. It's $15 at a Walmart. You can go and pick them up. It just makes it so much easier, so much quicker. So this really takes up a lot of time, but it's worth it, because obviously I'm buying these sets at a way cheaper price than even retail. they're discolored and pretty dirty getting them used, so just spreading them out on 2 towels. Now it's a pretty long time lapse of me sorting them because it was a long time of me sorting it. It took like 3 days of just back and forth. It's like mentally draining when the pieces are this small and like also similar, because like looking for them, oh my god, they just start to blend together after like 3 hours of looking. Oh my god, I can't do it. So definitely need to take breaks in between. And like bigger sets like the Super Star Destroyer, I think are going to be easier, even though it's like 5,000 pieces, because the inside of it is all different colored large bricks and like Technic pieces. So it's like when they're massive pieces right there in front of your face, different colors, it's going to be a lot easier to just pick them out. Meanwhile, these are all tiny little gray pieces, like 7 different types of light gray small little stud pieces. Yeah, it doesn't work out. This is the cup of extras that I just missed, and obviously they were on the build, and I just put them in a cup. I wasn't gonna go back and put them in their bags because I did sort them into their respective bags. That's what the whole purpose that I was doing, so that when I go to sell them, it'll be ready for someone else to build. And now getting into the build of it, I stopped showing the bags. Like, I don't even know, probably on bag 9 or 10, because I was like, I was over it. Just this build, this is the type of build where it's like you're kind of excited it's done at the end, even though it looks so good and like it's just such a nice display piece. At the end you're like, oh my god, I'm done, because I got big hands too, and like placing all these little pieces and being really meticulous, it just wasn't working out that well for me. So I was happy it was done at the end, but it is such a nice display piece. Also, I don't know if you noticed, but I got a new white table as per my girlfriend's suggestion. It's a lot less distracting, like she said, so let me know how you guys like that. And then showing off the astromech droid here. It's just a standard astromech, and then the Y-wing pilot. This is the stand though. The stand is super nice. It's super sturdy, and compared to the other stands, it's really good. Starting at the front of the Y-wing, you guys can see, you'll pick out pieces that I didn't put in the hydrogen peroxide and the pieces that were like flipped over and weren't in the sun for too long. I don't know why I didn't, but I just thought the light gray were gonna be okay. The detail is just unreal in like the back body portion of this, the sides, everything that's exposed is just so detailed with all of these little different pieces. That's what I mean when I say like after, it's such a great display piece because you're just so happy it's done and it looks so amazing. But not the most fun to build. And then the back with the engines. The landing feet there can actually support the weight, the whole weight of the build. Super cool design, super sturdy. And there's just the three of them. And then coming up on the underside, just going through it, showing you guys how the underside of it looks. Pretty similar, not as detailed, but of course the standard stand hole, 2x2 stand hole, and then up at the front the bottom of the cockpit where you can see the discolored piece. That was one that didn't work out too well. And then our plate here, but thank you guys for watching this one. I'm going to be doing the other Y-wing soon, and stay tuned. Thank you.